since I've stopped, I have to check the license.
No, you don't.
It would be fantastic if you would lose the attitude, ma'am. So if you want to get an attitude, we can have a problem. But talking to someone disrespectfully when they're trying to be nice and do their job is not okay. If I want to get your ID because I'm checking who you are, then yes, I can. Everything would have been fine if you hadn't got an attitude. So
I told you why I'm here.
Next time, be courteous, and you won't get an ass chewing. But you also do have the freedom to just not be a jerk.
Hello, and welcome back to Legal Dissent, where we evaluate your constitutional rights before they're taken away. As always, if you enjoy our content, please do consider subscribing, liking this video, and interacting with us in the comments below. It really does help us out a lot in the YouTube algorithm. A viewer sent me an email the other day that really made me proud of what we are doing here with this channel. We're not here to just entertain, we're here to inform, educate, and activate as many people as possible with their constitutional rights and personal liberties in America today. This viewer wrote saying, "Thank you. I have learned so much about my rights from watching you. I worked late at night cleaning medical offices. I have had police pull in behind me multiple times to see why I was there. The first time the police officer insisted I had to give my license to him because he needed to run it. At that time, I had no idea that they only had to get ID if they had reasonable articulable suspicion. I gave my ID and waited for him to be done so I could get to work. Tonight, I had another encounter. I managed to get most of it on video. He was not happy when I said no to giving my ID, and you can pretty much see his attitude change at that point." Her entire video, as well as the case law, statutes, and our contact information, if you would like to send us a video to evaluate, is all located in the description below. Officer Cade, badge number 706 of the Lynn, Missouri Police Department, pulled up behind Moody Yacker while she was in the lot of the medical building she is employed to clean.
Hi.
We're just parked and we just wanted to make sure.
Okay, this is a private driveway, and I'm here to work.
Okay.
So, that's all.
11:24 at night, so we're just checking.
Okay. Janitorial.
Okay.
Janitorial. Here to clean. I've gone through this multiple times now with you guys.
Okay.
That's all.
I've never seen you here.
Okay. Well, I'm here 3 times a week.
That's fantastic. Good for you.
Okay.
I'm doing my job as well.
Okay.
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 So, since I've stopped, I have to check the license.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Ma'am.
No, you definitely don't. Do you suspect me of a crime?
Well,
Okay.
I don't know who you are.
Okay, that doesn't mean anything. Do you suspect me of a crime?
I'm on private property right now, and just because you're wearing a shirt that's janitorial.
On private property working, you don't have to check my ID.
Ma'am, here's the thing, okay? You are on private property. Okay, we've already established that, okay? Anybody can wear a shirt that says janitorial.
I have the keys to the building.
Okay?
Missouri Revised Statutes Title 7, Section 84.710 allows officers to stop any person abroad whenever there is reasonable ground to suspect that he is committing, has committed, or is about to commit a crime and demand of him his name, address, business abroad, and whither he is going. This is the floor of the Fourth Amendment right to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures across the country. And it echoes the Supreme Court's holding in Terry v. Ohio that mandates that officers have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime before they're allowed to detain an individual and demand identification. In this situation, the officer can approach her in the parking lot and ask her what she's up to. However, once she informs him that she is there for work, shows him the keys, and her janitorial uniform, any type of suspicion should be dispelled, and the officer should say thank you and walk away. There is no need for any further interrogation, and he is not legally allowed to detain her or demand her identification.
There's no reason to have an attitude.
I am sick of you guys harassing me.
I've never seen you here. Have I? Have you ever met me?
No,
Okay.
that doesn't mean anything. I'm here for work.
That's fantastic. But I still have to do my job.
Okay, and your
I've
job.
seen multiple
Okay, your
vehicles.
job is to come check and see if I'm here, why I'm here.
Yeah.
I told you why I'm here.
That's great.
So now you can go about your way.
It would be fantastic if you would lose the attitude, ma'am.
I don't have an attitude. All I
You
did
have a
was...
massive attitude.
Okay.
The first thing
Is
you
it
said
'cause
when I saw you was, I don't want to deal with this right now.
Because I don't. I'm sick of having to deal with this.
Well, ma'am, I don't know who you are.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I apologize for saying that.
So if you want to get an attitude, we can have a problem. But I don't want that. Okay?
Okay, it's all on camera.
You can have that on camera all you want. Okay? But talking to someone disrespectfully when they're trying to be nice and do their job is not okay.
I'm trying to do the same thing.
That's fantastic, but you decided you wanted to be disrespectful. You record all you want. I don't care. So
You're not getting my ID.
You can get an attitude.
There's no reason to get my ID.
If I want to get your ID because I'm checking who you are, then yes, I can.
No, you can't. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion
Okay.
of a crime. What is your suspicion of a crime? Yes.
It's not, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
You're on private property. I don't know who you are. Is that correct?
And I have told you who I...
You haven't told me who you are.
I don't need to give you my name.
Okay. But I don't know that you're actually working here. Now, do I?
I have the keys right here.
That's fantastic.
I'm wearing a
But
janitorial shirt.
Anybody can wear a janitorial shirt. I can go buy one right now.
Okay.
Okay? Everything would have been fine if you hadn't got an attitude. Okay? Everything would have been hunky-dory.
Well, you know, anyone could be wearing a cheap-looking oversized black polo with a walkie-talkie and a flashlight. It's perfectly reasonable for a janitorial provider to be cleaning a client's building at night when they are closed. The officer has just admitted that everything would have been hunky-dory if she didn't have an attitude. Having an alleged attitude is not a crime. It is not an ordinance violation. It is not a factor that can be used in creating reasonable suspicion, and it is completely unprofessional, disgusting, and wrong that an officer thinks he can identify someone or keep questioning them because he claims they have an attitude.
Okay.
Okay? So, next time, if you are working, fine. How about you pull into a spot?
Because this is a private freaking driveway.
What does it matter, man? Do you know how many people
It's
pull in
not
here
a
all the
through
time?
street. There's literally a sign right there that says not a through street.
I understand that. I get calls all the time to come here because people have parked here in the middle of the night. It's 11:30 at night. I
Okay,
didn't
and
know
I'm
who you
here
were.
to work. I've got the keys. I've literally showed
That's
you.
fantastic.
Got the keys right here. I can go open the door to go in.
That's great.
To go do my job.
And I'm happy for you, okay? What I'm asking is when we stop to do a public service to make sure that you're not just some random person here getting ready to try to break into a fucking physician's office, that you're just as courteous as we try to be.
Okay, and I told you why I'm
weren't.
here.
So
I told you why I'm
next
here.
time be courteous and you won't get an ass chewing.
Okay, just so you know, I can speak to you however I want. There's freedom
and so
of speech.
can I do. So can I.
But you have to be professional. It's your job. You're representing our town right now.
And you're representing your business right now, aren't
Okay,
you?
sure.
Okay. So when I come up and I just start trying to talk to you because I don't know who you are and I've never met you, and you've already confirmed you've never met me, correct?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't
So
mean
why
you can
would you
act
be
like a
rude?
tyrant.
I'm not acting like a tyrant. I'm trying to make
Demanding
sure-
my ID.
Because
I don't have
know
to give
who
you my
are.
ID. I don't have to give you my ID.
That's great. Okay. Now that I know that you work for the janitorial, that's fine. You can be here, whatever. But there's no reason to be rude from the moment that you get out of your truck. There's no reason for it.
Okay.
So next time, be nice. I'll be nice too.
Okay, well, you sat there with your light on me for a couple minutes first.
It was not for a couple minutes.
Okay, for a minute. For a minute.
Because I was calling into my dispatch.
Okay.
Okay? So again, drop the attitude when you're dealing with a public servant, man. All I'm trying to do is my job.
Well, then don't come up demanding for ID and shit.
Then don't act like an ass.
I can act however I want.
And so can I.
Freedom of speech.
You do have that freedom. You absolutely do. But you also do have the freedom to just not be a jerk.
She also has the freedom and right to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures from people like you.
Okay.
So next time, be nice. I'll be nice too.
Well, next time you see my vehicle here, you know I work here.
And I still have to do my rounds, ma'am.
Okay?
I was coming here to do a damn building check.
That's fine.
So just please try not to be rude to people.
You could do the same thing.
I wasn't rude until you were, ma'am.
Okay.
So have a nice night.
You too. Oh, what is your badge number?
706.
706, and
Yep.
your name?
Officer Cade. You can talk to
All
Chief
right.
Bickle tomorrow if you want to.
Oh, I definitely will.
You absolutely can.
I am extremely impressed with Moody Yacker's ability to communicate her rights to the officer and her courage to stand up to the officer as well. Well done. To Officer Cade, learn the law, but you did give some good advice. You have the right to not be a jerk. What do you all think? Was the officer entitled to feel offended? Did Moody Yacker articulate herself well? Let us know in the comments below, and remember that no matter who you are, you have value and you have rights. Do not be afraid to use them, and we'll see you next time right here on Legal Dissent.